Inflation still very, very subdued, but when are we going to see the cumulative impact of the stimulus on the numbers?
It's an excellent question, Sri. Great to be with you. Look, I think Sam's right for now that we expect, we're not optimistic about CPI for May. We also think around 0.3% or even lower. I think the core issue for China now is long-term expectations, particularly income expectations. You know, when consumers' long-term income expectations have declined as much as they have due to the direct effects of the pandemic on income, as well as some of the indirect effects about mindset, consumption habits, and consumer confidence. And this is combined, of course, with high youth unemployment rates and weakened external demand. You know, it's really hard to kind of come over that bump, so to speak. So we're not quite in a liquidity trap situation, but it almost feels as though, regardless of adjustment of monetary policy, the consumption trends are probably going to remain weak and savings abnormally high, even if interest rates are lowered to zero or more money is injected into the market. So even though kind of bolstering domestic demand is a policy priority, we don't see it as kind of taking effect anytime soon. So I'm hesitant to give a date as when we'll see this shift, but I think there's a real challenge for China at the moment, even if the central bank still has room for policy adjustments.
And so if China continues to face insufficient demand, what does that mean for the country's contribution to global growth at a time when many economies around the world are looking to China to really pull the weight?
It's an excellent question. You know, I think what this kind of overall stagnation in China's broader economic momentum as a whole, we're definitely expecting to see more targeted policy support. So, for example, we expect the authorities to relax restriction on housing sales further in some large cities, particularly as, you know, the extended decline in land revenue sales threatens public coffers and is presenting a challenge to local governments. Maybe they'll also push down borrowing costs for businesses. I think on some level you underestimate China at your peril. And so I do think we'll see stabilization, particularly in the property sector in the second half of the year. And so maybe that will kind of smooth out China's unbalanced or uneven recovery so far. As you note, I think it's important for kind of the overall global growth outlook. But of course, it's not just China alone. I mean, part of the issue for China is softening demand externally for exports. You know, we saw China's exports contract in May again by, I believe, around 7.5% year on year in US dollar terms. So China is one piece of a broader, more complicated picture. But we do expect to see some stabilization towards the second half of the year, even if it's going to be a challenge.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.